All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Fireside Gamer Stories. I'm your host, Commando FTW. We got my man BKV over there chilling in the cut. And of course, we got our special guest today. He is a musical artist, a streamer, a father, and just an all around dope person. Uh, introduce the world to you. Who you be?
Hey, who I be, man? You know it, man. It's your boy, Soul Kid, straight out Chicago, born and raised. Man, here to cause some ruckus. You already know it.
Yeah, and he's another one of the original people that actually got drafted into the Global Gaming League. You can tell by his fancy
Correct.
hat he got on
You know it. You know it. Founding member. I wear it proudly.
out
Very
here
proud to
having the
be a part of
merch.
this great organization. You know it.
Yeah, and another
How
thing.
though?
Sorry.
What was the story for it? With the league.
Oh yeah, we can
How
start
did
with
you
that.
get into?
How'd you get
Yeah.
introduced? How you
Um.
got in?
Oh man. How I got into the Global Gaming League? Honestly, I was doing a lot of marketing, just kind of like as I do now, just putting myself in a lot of positions. Always on the internet, trying to kind of figure out what's the new thing that's going to be popping. And then last January, I saw a lot of T Pain, a lot of his ads and stuff about Global Gaming League, and I'm like, like I'm a gamer. Like I've been doing this since I was a kid. I've been really gaming since I was about like 9.
Okay.
But uh, just really like kind of seeing that in January was blowing up, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to be a part of that, no matter any way, shape, or form. So I kind of seen that they were applying for people to jump into the Discord and kind of be a part. So I've just been repping them, promoting them. Like I was doing everything I can just to be a part of them, and just so happened I got that invite for the Discord, and it's been jumping off ever since. And that was probably like last February, so last year February, we got the
Oh,
invite to
here.
jump to the Discord, and yeah, it's events been happening. They do a lot of events every month, and being a part of the trip that they had last July, it's been a lot of different uh trips, but the one that I was able to make was the July trip last year, and
Yeah, because they did
that's
two
what we got.
events or three events, I think.
hmm Yeah, and that's where they hit us with the founding member aspect. Got to meet Clinton, got to see Vegas for the first time. Man, it was so extraordinary, just to be a part of that. So that was how I started, and
Nah, that's
ever since
awesome.
then, it's just been on and running. I'm trying to hopefully make the next event they have coming up. We got another one in April too, so
Nice.
just yeah,
Yeah.
be on the lookout.
Yeah. Another example where you didn't sit on a chair doing nothing. You actually uh, you did your own research. You were looking for something, and if you ask, you receive sometimes.
Mm.
Very
Correct.
good. Yeah,
Preach.
very good for you, man. How did
Preach.
you how did you apply though? Was it did you know someone or was it directly
N-
online?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know anybody at the time. I just kept following the IG, kept sharing things, and they put up a link where you can go to one of their websites or go straight to the website and apply, put your name in, and I got an email saying that I was accepted to the Discord. So just being aware of your emails, being aware of your socials, anything you put in there, they definitely be sure to hit you back on. So I'll put my email. They send me a notice to the email. I join through the Discord or the email, and yeah, but it's really easy. It's not that hard. I think now they switched it up in how you join, so you actually go directly to the GGL Prime um, part of the
Website.
internet. You log
Yeah.
in, kind of make your sign up, make your own login, and I guess you become part of that farm league. They'll send you an invite to the Discord still,
Yeah, but
but
then yeah, that's how you
I,
get into like some of the league plays, all the tournament games. I did recently see that. I did check it out. I made
correct.
an account, but then I didn't do anything else after that.
That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do
I
as
was
the
like,
game
I'll
start.
dig into that later.
Yeah, as the game start, they actually have something coming up. I think for Battlefield. So as the tournaments inch closer to the days, they'll kind of give you a reminder of stuff. It's a great way to stay in touch with them too.
Yeah. Whoever sees this, go ahead. Go apply. I do know that the you know this league has become quite popular in recent times, right? So do be mindful that it might not be as easy or to apply and
Yes.
then get in, but
Worst
still
thing
go
you can
ahead
do
and
is
try.
not to do it.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you were around when they first started around January,
Yeah,
February, it definitely will be easier for you to kind of
Yeah,
get
that's. I
noticed
think
because
that's. I think that's what got a lot of us in is that
yeah,
we found out like the moment it popped up because
yeah.
I already knew Clinton for a while and Strato, and so like I
okay,
started seeing them post a little bit more about their stuff and like exactly what Sok had said because I didn't even realize because I got accepted later than most people, even though I applied like the moment they dropped the link. Um, but what GGL has done, which I think is really great from like a marketing standpoint, is that they're not really putting a lot of money into like professional ads and like looking for like a star to host something like that. No, their whole marketing strategy is getting people to spread the word for them, and it's
Credibility. It,
absolutely free.
it's the
that is.
people behind it, and it adds so much credibility to it.
Yeah, because
But
you can
again,
see.
yeah, yeah. To
I mean,
backtrack,
it feels homegrown when you got the people that supported it also be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm,
it feels like they're definitely more involved with the people that is showing the support. So
yeah.
it's yeah, it's the great image.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. What they took one of the Discord kids, one of the Discord members, and put them on one of the teams for the next tournament, for the next event. I think his name is
A-
like Bicey or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, they just
okay,
randomly
okay.
and they took a video. Then like in the video, Clinton's talking to like his advisor, and he's like, "Hey, like, I want to give something back to the people that have been supporting us, literally." And they're like,
We
who's the
talking
most
about Bele.
active person
Yes,
on
yes,
social?
Bele.
Who's the one? Yeah, he's like, who's the one that's being the most social on Discord? And they pulled that guy. And they're like, yeah, he's literally all over. He's all over everything, repping GGL and always talking to community members on and
But
off.
he also was in the on the tournament leaderboard. That's the
Oh
original
yeah,
that
and
he
then
was winning
he
most of the
was topping the
tournaments.
leaderboards.
So
Cause see, that's my whole thing.
correct.
Cause like I'm obviously more on the entertainment talent side of things. I don't really go for playing as a I if I ever got drafted on someone's team, it would just be for like entertainment, not necessarily that like I'm going there to win that trophy. Like no, I'm just gonna make a fool of myself and we're just gonna have a good time because I'm not as competitive as I used to be anymore. But like someone like BK, if you can enter these tournaments because he's already done esports things like that. He could
Okay.
probably run through
it
the
has
ranks
to
real
be.
top.
Yeah, but for me, esports is similar to sports. If you're playing basketball, you can't switch to soccer and become pro in
Correct.
soccer.
Mm?
That's how it
Correct.
is. If you're a FPS player, and then you switch suddenly to MOBA, like from let's say Counter Strike to
It does get a
Dota,
little hard.
you have it's not even that. Like you have to be realistic. As a good player and gamer you could be or are, the chances of you to becoming another, a successful pro player in a different genre, it's like it's just day
Little
and night.
unlikely.
It really, yeah, it's very
No.
unlikely. But what I wanted to say about backtracking
Oh
to
yeah.
what Soul Kid mentioned quickly, guys, this is a little advice for anyone who's watching, who's gonna see this. Whatever you do in your life, you must be first one to do it. The same with GGL, you know.
Sooner you
Soul
get
K
in.
did the research. He found out about GGL. First thing he did, he signed up and he got accepted because again he was the first one. I can provide so many examples. So do you guys. We can go all the way to the Bitcoin, right? If you were the first one to get into the
They're the
Bitcoin,
ones that still
you
got the
know,
money.
yeah,
Yep.
if you did hold, but again,
I
it's
regret
all
that.
about being the first one in the industry, with the service, with the product, with the events. You have to be the first if you want to hire your chances of making something out of it.
It's
And
facts.
to add on to that, I will say, yeah, being first definitely top of the list. Like getting in on the ground level of anything that's being built is
Oh
always the best
man.
way to do it. but also
It's true.
come with a personality. Come with some support. Come with like a passion
Value.
for it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Come with some self value for it. Don't just go and then be like, well, they're just gonna
Yeah.
get me because I applied. It's like, no, be outspoken. Be that person that's always talking, that's always messaging them like, hey, didn't get that email yet. Like, what are we doing? like that. A lot of people I know back in the day when I used to like just doing like normal work, they would be like, yo, you're too pushy. You're too pushy. And it's like, corporate people are pushy. Like they like seeing that. They like seeing people
Facts.
take initiative.
They do. Self-starter.
Self-start,
Self-starters
exactly.
is what
Someone
they
that can
say.
do it on their
They
own
really love
without
to see
having
that.
any kind of direction.
And to touch on that too, it's just like I've been around a lot of different up and coming. Like I've been a part of a lot of different companies that are up and starters or starter companies, but it just feels good and felt good last year to be a part of something that now I actually believe in. Like I'm a gamer. I actually know how many people game. My son games. My daughter games. My, you know what I mean? My, hey, before my grandma passed, she had a little game on her little phone. Like everybody has their own form of gaming and use it to
Mm.
relax and escape from everyday life and the things that we have
Mm.
to go through on a normal day. So
Correct.
to be a part of something that I actually know, it's like, dude, this is gonna blow up. How many people play games? Like I was more excited just to have that space for us
Mm-hmm.
than to actually know someone actually invested the time to create that for me and millions of other people. So that was really what drove me to, like, I gotta be a part of this. I know a lot of up things that start be failures, or whether they're a failure or
A
not,
lot.
I don't care. I gotta be a part of this, and it turned out to be something with a great backing. Got a good networking. We got a great boss,
Great networking.
CEO, and come on, with T-Pain's backing and everything he's doing, and the
Yeah,
people they're
credibility.
networking with. Oh, dude, it's just like, how could you have not seen this to be a part of it?
Yeah.
So,
Fact. Yeah. It, it is exactly like that. Whatever you do, you just have to be part of it. Obviously, use critical thinking and decide what you know, which which part you actually want to be with. You know,
right.
because if you do a proper research and you know you see that they don't have a potential in blowing up in the near future or long-term future, then obviously maybe it's better to scout for a different. So it got,
Yeah.
but again, whatever you do, if you're the first one part of something, there's a higher chance of making
True.
something out of it. Again,
Right.
I'm example with Heroes of the Storm. I did not apply directly my value by being like part of a GGL or another type of event, but I did apply, I guess, my talent and skill where I was the first one part of a video game which made
Mhm.
me allowed
Yeah.
to be ahead of everyone who joins. So again,
There
it
you
doesn't
go.
have to be an industry. It doesn't have to be a Bitcoin. It doesn't have to be a GGL.
Yeah, just
to
gotta
be
start.
first part of. It has to be anything that you do and you like or are passionate about.
All
You
about
just have to
passion.
be the first one part of it. And
Right.
like even like for people that are trying to get into esports, um, not to sidetrack, but if you're looking to become a pro player, do not look into Counter-Strike or Dota, the games that have been played for 15, 20 years by
Mhm.
people that play 10 hours a day. They're so ahead of you, it will be impossible to catch unless you're, again, super talented in academy team, been playing since you was like 6 years old or whatever. But again, it's better to just wait for a new game. Look out, do a research again, scout for something new, and be
Yeah.
first one to hop on. Um, that I think that is the most realistic way how to find
I agree.
success in anything.
And it shows some commitment, shows some loyalty, and like you just said, being
Yeah.
the first one to do it, it's like, oh, I seen this guy play Arc Raiders, or I've seen him. He was playing Arc Raiders for years. So you're
Mhm.
right. It definitely gives you that jump, and you're kind of showing a company a little bit of love. So I'm pretty sure they love that.
Oh yeah, 100%. And like so it's crazy. So like I did want to ask. So yeah, you're part of GGL, and one of the things I didn't know about you, I didn't realize that you had multiple kids. So you a family
Yes,
man.
yes. So when I first met the lady who had my son's mother, when we first met, she had two beautiful kids, 5 and 7.
Okay.
So and you come into a situation where you got to accept the whole thing as a package. I
Oh
kind of
yeah.
was that person. I was like, hey, I don't care. You come with the kids. I love the kids. Hey, let's make something happen. And because of that, I got blessed with a kid
That's
of my
it.
own.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's 8 years old, and about to be at the end of this month, actually, the 23rd and the 26th, my daughter's birthday. They'll be 19 and 21. So yeah,
Dang.
both off to college, both following their careers, doing what they want to do. I'm super happy now. We just got the 8-year-old to really worry about
Nice.
now.
Okay. Word.
Yep.
Word. So then before you got into DGL, was there any other ventures that you were doing into gaming? I know you said you've been gaming for a long time. I'm not sure how many years you've been streaming, or like how does that
Oh man.
coincide?
So I have been gaming since Nintendo 64. So since I was about like 7 or 8 or 9, my first actual game I took serious, I've been a part of for the longest, is 2K. Everybody knows me for 2K. I've been playing 2K since I was 9 on the Dreamcast when it was
Jeez.
Allen Iverson on the Dreamcast. So that's how I
Yeah.
got into gaming. Like it's just been
Oh yeah.
Game Boy, it's been Nintendo, it's been every PlayStation. I even had the little PlayStation 1, the little small mini one. Like I've always been a Sony kid. I got into Xbox recently because of the games and stuff that they produced.
Mhm.
Um, Learning more and more about PCs, I've been around people, so what made me also get a PC. But as far as
Nice.
streaming, I have been streaming since October. My first YouTube channel started October 12th, 2012 is when I first started.
Okay.
So almost going on
What?
14 years. I've been loading clips. I've been started out with clips on YouTube, streaming a lot, figuring things out, messing up, failing. Um, I
I
was
know
just
that
telling
is.
this other friend that came into my TikTok, like sometimes you got to do stuff like that to even know, hey, I would have never failed if I'd have never started,
Mm-hmm.
So I started. I even
Preach.
had a whole stream where the sound wasn't on. I learned how to not do that, what I'm saying, in the future. But
Trust me, I
it's
get
been
that.
just a whole lot of trial and error, over the past 14 years. So even now, I'm still not the best streamer, or probably not the most popular, but my streams are improving, my quality's improving, the content that I'm trying to provide has been getting better, and being as though I'm part of the global gaming thing, I want to take this game a little bit more serious, and surround myself with people like Commando, surround myself with people like the places that I want to go. I see people doing that. I like to pick their brains, so I keep them around me. So
That makes
the
sense.
streaming has been it's been taking over the gaming. The content creating has been taking over. So I've been doing more content creating than I've
Than
actually
actually
been
playing
doing
games.
gaming.
Yep, that's kind of how it starts. It starts as
That's
I want to
true.
play video games on camera, and then out of nowhere you're like, oh well,
Facts.
now I'm
Pure
spending more
poison.
time editing and posting than actually playing the game.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's
The first
hilarious,
time
dude.
learning about CapCut. Like I spent so much time doing the editing. Well, I remember people talking when they're like, "Yeah, I'm editing. Oh, it's just gonna take so long, the rendering." I'm like, "What are they talking about?" I don't. And then I get into it, and why is this video taking like 4 hours to get done? It
Mm-hmm.
said complete. It's supposed to be complete. Yeah. So learning new things just from doing new things. So that's again to touch on how you said about the Global Gaming League. It's just I'd have never follow that same path. I apply that same knowledge to everything I do. I also want to always continue to try new things, put myself out there, set
Yeah.
new goals,
Yeah.
and
Cause yeah, I mean,
this
this
is the
year's
That's the
already.
fruition
best
of it
plan.
now.
I have definitely
Yeah, the
seen the
best plan.
growth for sure. I mean, cause yeah, you're saying that you've been on YouTube for a while, and like, cause
Correct,
yeah, I'm the
correct.
same thing with. I was just talking to BKB about it. I've had my YouTube forever, but I didn't really like capitalize on it essentially.
Facts.
And then I got into streaming like couple years back, and then I really started taking it seriously once I went to like the conventions and things like that. But you kind of just jumped straight into an org, started going to the events, and now I believe you're a band ambassador for a company, and then a partner for another.
Yes, yes, sir. So I am just putting myself out there and connecting was one of the goals that I was setting last year. The year before that, I wanted to get on 2K TV. I did it twice. So this year I was
Nice.
like, I'm gonna set myself up and maybe try to do some brand deals, get some sponsors, do some things that I've never done. And yes, being a part of Zenny partner, that's the first one. I'm a blessing opportunity to be a part of Zenny. They're actually a part of the Chicago Bulls. Not a lot of people know
Oh
Zenny
yeah.
actually have a, a, a partnership with the Bulls. And being I'm from Chicago, I knew about Zenny before a lot of people did. So to be a part of something that's a part of my city too, it was
That
like
makes it even
love.
better.
It was like
All
even
makes
better.
sense. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It
no
literally
brainer.
connects.
It's like a no-brainer. And I also got another brand ambassador. It's called Bala. It's a good plant-based. I have a daughter who is vegetarian. Actually, both of my daughters are vegetarian. They don't eat meat.
Okay.
So one of the things that I saw that anything that I could present to them that would be plant-based, that would be good for them, they would like that. Well, that's kind of how it started. I showed my daughter, she liked it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it too. Clinton Sparks actually was the one who put me in tune with Bala. I kind of like
Oh,
seen it on his story. Yeah, and a lot of people know
I
that
didn't even know
I
that.
seen it on the story, and I kind of seen him. He was, I guess his wife liked it, and I was like, let me know more about that. What is that? Because I got daughters that love plant-based things, and I'm even getting more into the health journey and eating better, and you know, a little bit on less smoking and a little bit of everything that's healthy for my body. I've been doing so, drinking more, exercise a little bit more, just putting myself in a health is wealth this year, man. You should
Yeah,
be taking care of your health anyway, but health is wealth.
Yeah.
So it's the one thing to preach it and not live it. So I try to do my best to do that. And I
that's
just so
good.
happened to been a part of that company, and they made me a brand ambassador for it. So I'm excited for that too. And this is a funny story. Uh, the my son's mom actually was the reason that I had one sponsor. I do a lot of gaming. When he was asleep, man, I've been gaming for years. So it's been since he was a baby. Now he's 8 years old. So years back when I used to game avidly overnight, I used to be loud. Not even gonna lie,
Yeah,
the whole house. I'm probably
Can't
waking the
help
whole
it.
house
you
up,
can't help it,
It's the
yo.
man.
competitive. It's the competitive spirit, bro.
Mhm.
You don't
And
have to explain yourself.
yeah, it is, it is. But I used to wake the house up because of that, and she suggested that I be a part. I wear this little mask that kind of soundproofs, so that way they can't hear me upstairs. Well, I did that for a little bit. They ended up hitting me back and was like, "Hey, we would like you to be a sponsor for the company." So just doing things like that, I didn't think that was going to happen. That was what got me into start doing it, and from then it's just been a domino effect. I'm getting one, I'm getting another. Now I'm not scared to even apply for other places. I'm like,
Yeah.
I do this, so you know what? I got a Turtle Beach controller. Let me try to holler at Turtle Beach, see what they're talking about. So
Yo,
you're right. Once you get into it, and that makes it more easier, and then you get more better at talking to people, and you get more better at
Yeah.
explaining, promoting yourself, and
Practice
pushing
makes
yourself.
perfect.
yeah, you're
Correct.
definitely
Correct.
understanding exactly, and I love the fact that all the brands that you work with are everything you're aligned with, which I feel like that's a
Yeah.
huge thing that people don't realize. Like a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, like
Correct.
let me work for W Energy Drink, and they don't drink energy drinks at all.
At all. At all. Yes, sir. I really wanted to. I don't want to be a hypocrite, man. I didn't want to
Yeah, you're not
just
selling
do
your soul
anything
yet.
just to get. Yes. No, I didn't want to get
Yeah.
anything that he said yet.
Uh,
And
You
and
never
I doing
know. You never
anything.
know what life
You know,
happens.
you never know. Hey. But again,
you
I will
tarnish
only
your
want.
brand.
Yes,
You
facts.
tarnish
Exactly what he
your
said.
brand.
Correct.
You're not authentic to yourself or to
Correct.
your followers or whoever.
Correct.
This is something I spoke with my best friend. He's like the biggest rapper in my country, Latvia, and he has so many offers to do like these ads on
Oh
stories or
yeah.
posts, and he just declines after like decline after decline, and until he like, oh, there's a Sony wants to sponsor me. He loves PlayStation. So and he has Sony
So then
products,
he'll do
and
that.
he's like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, and people know him, people see it. and yeah, for some people it might be even an ick, and they see through you. Sharing some random product that has nothing to do
Has
with
nothing to
your
do with
brand or
you.
your. Yeah, it just does not look good. Like, when times are rough, you need to make extra money. Maybe you can do it once in a while, but if
You know?
you start abusing that fact, you'll have a collection of the ungenuine collaborations that
That part.
literally give no one anything besides maybe you some little few extra dollars.
Yeah.
But in long term, it's not worth, because at the end of the day, we're all like trying to build our own brand and portray the image that we are, without actually faking. Because at the end of the day, authenticity wins, especially nowadays when
100%.
everything is so oversaturated.
Yeah,
You're
no,
not lying.
100%. Like, funny story. I can tell you what not to do in industry, because I've done all the bad things. I
Got you.
actually,
Got
so
you.
when I started figuring out about like sponsorships and partnerships and things like that, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna, put my name out there, and then whatever comes my way, I'll take it. And I was with two coffee companies, mind you, don't drink coffee. I
Mm.
made a couple posts about it, and people
Facts.
were like, and like immediately my friends are like, dude, you don't even drink coffee, like, and they'll
Yep,
just straight up,
there
they
you
just straight
go.
up called me out, and I was like, dude, well, they're trying to pay me. They're like, no, this looks stupid. You don't even know how to market it right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Shout out to your friend for being honest.
Oh yeah,
I
you
like
gotta
when
have an honest
people.
circle around you. You have to.
Yeah, we talked about this in the other episode. Like, I hate when people like not like
Yes,
gaslight,
man.
but like, yeah, like,
No, please correct me, because if not, I'm just gonna
yeah,
keep doing the wrong
Please.
shit.
talked about this, but
And then those are people that you can really depend on that know you. So if they know you, it makes it, like he said, more genuine and authentic for them to be like, I know he drinks wellness stuff. So I seen him drink stuff before he did this. So
Yeah, so it's
this is true.
obvious
He's
he'd
always
do
trying to
this.
pass his wellness stuff on me. So yeah, for people, he's right. Shout out to dude for kind of
it's
calling you out.
also
That's
the
a big
it's
call
also the
out.
credibility, right? Like,
Facts.
if you're wearing glasses, and Zenny sponsors you, it makes sense, and you have basically you're building a portfolio of credibility of who you are and the
Yeah.
brand, right?
Hmm.
Same
Right.
thing if you're playing PlayStation, and you have posts of you playing a PS5 game or whatever, and you're sponsored by Sony. It just looks so good. It feels good. It looks
Yeah, it
professional.
looks, it,
It
it
looks
feels
more
good.
more inviting for other sponsors too. Not like
Facts.
you have this post, that post, and then the next post has no connection to whatever you did in the last 20 posts, and then you have suddenly, oh guys, I love this coffee, by the way,
Yeah,
and
literally,
it's like
literally exactly what happened. I'm like,
it's like
gaming, gaming,
yeah.
gaming. Hey guys, I'm a coffee guy now, and they're like, no, you're not. Sit down.
No, you're not. No, we know you. We know you.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a great thing to keep that authenticity. It keeps a little realism for you and your fans, you and the audience, the connection,
yeah. Uh,
and yeah, hold you
yeah,
accountable. I like it.
most people, I think, also connect with you and follow you because, again, it's like interconnected in the sense like they follow you because they are connected in some way,
Uh
but
huh.
it's very easy to be disconnected. And that
Facts.
disconnect could be, again, the same post about coffee, because I thought this guy was this guy, but actually, oh, he ended up being a little sellout.
Yeah, I was
I
just
don't
about to
really
say
fuck
he ended
with
up
it,
being a
you know.
sellout.
Yeah, but again, it's not that deep. Again, once in a while, I think it's okay if you need the money. It's reasonable,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
times
Let's
like
not
these.
bash the fact that like if you need money and you are good
Nah,
advertising,
yeah,
you're a good
let's be real.
salesman. Go for it. Go for
But
it,
again,
man.
everything has consequences. Even
Yeah,
when
Facts.
you
you might
spend,
not get
even
authentic
when you,
viewers, but hey.
bro, even
It's
when you
true.
wake
True.
up in the morning and when you put the foot on the floor, that there's already gonna be consequence because something's gonna happen in that day. So in about these things, it's even more specific because it's just yeah. Again, if it's not being abused, once in a while, I think
Facts. Facts.
fine. Like if you
It's a-
suddenly have like I don't know, man, like a soccer ball, like, hey guys, I actually like soccer, and I'm selling soccer
And
balls.
I'm
I'm
selling
sponsored
soccer
by
balls.
the
Oh
soccer.
yeah.
Yeah.
but see,
Eh,
I like football. So as long as
I like football.
it really, I like football, but as long as it's something you know about, I feel like you just said, don't abuse it. As long as you know about it, as long as you're familiar with it, it makes it more genuine for you to be able to
Yeah,
understand it and promote it. So
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it makes a
big
lot
on
more
that. I'm
sense.
big on that.
yeah,
And
yeah. I
again,
think
you never know what startup company you may help blow up. So that's why sometimes it's okay to take a risk.
Take a
And
yeah,
risk on a
that's
company
really what that part is.
because yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
no, and that's what one of the things I admire about you because like it took me years to figure out like who I was and what kind of brand I wanted to be. And like I feel like right when you came on the scene, you already knew exactly what you wanted, exactly like how you were gonna present yourself into the world. Like clearly, just by this conversation, you could obviously tell he's about sports. He plays 2K. He got an NFL shirt. He got Chicago Bears in the back. Like he is about sports. He
Yes.
plays the games. He
Yes.
watches the games. He understands the games. So like I can definitely see like sports companies reaching out to you or sportswear reaching out to you opposed to them looking at me where I haven't had anything about sports ever. I go on channel saying that I don't sport at all.
I mean, and it's crazy because my son actually likes soccer, and he's 8. I'm like, what you know about soccer? So for me growing up, it was always football, basketball. I liked baseball from
Oh,
Chicago. I liked baseball,
okay.
but yeah. So
I didn't see
White
that coming.
Sox, Chicago White Sox. So and I got my first chance to. I never been to a basketball game, but I
Oh,
got my first opportunity to go to a hockey game, and from then on, I like the Blackhawks. So like
oh, you really
it's
like all
to be
sports.
able to experience. I mean, I like anything that mostly I can experience. I've never been a part of a hockey, so the first time I got to see it in live action, I was like, this is actually cool. Like these guys have
Uh,
balance. They, like what? They're skating and oh my, they're fighting. How are they fighting on ice?
true.
I can't do that. So just like it's just I feel like just the more we put ourselves in those kind of positions where we're
yeah,
not around things we've never done or never seen, how you
yeah,
know what you like, you know?
That's very good.
yeah.
That's a very good point.
It's three things. It's not staying in a comfortable place,
Correct.
which is going to these places that you're not very familiar with.
Yeah.
The second thing is taking that action, because again, what we discussed, if you sit in a chair and you
Yeah,
don't
if you
step
think about it, it's
outside,
great.
not,
But
yeah, nothing is gonna happen. You're never gonna find out what is your hobby if you don't even try. Some people
or
go,
even your passion.
rock climb, indoor rock climb, and they figure out, hey, that is it. This is my passion,
I
and
think I
I'll
do like
devote
that.
my life, yeah, it really, really be like that. And the third thing is again that you just mentioned yet again is being part of it. When you feel something part of it, it makes everything more meaning. It's like also
Hmm.
even watching a soccer game by yourself or with friends and being a part of a group and doing it together. It's not even like the best comparison, but again, being
No, I get
part
what you're
of
saying.
something. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
It
so
just
like
amplifies.
it's like the difference of like being watching baseball on TV versus going to the stadium, sitting in the
Yes.
crowd, hearing the cheers. Like dude, you
Immersing
can even
yourself.
add that into gaming. Like, dude, I got really the reason why I really got into gaming because like I always competed. I did online stuff, and I was like, oh, I could just keep making online bets and like win that way and keep winning money that way. And then I went to my first MLG event, and I was like, oh wait, I can be surrounded by people that they're all like minded. We're all doing the same thing. And now we're doing it in the same room, having fun together. Yeah, I can do this way more. That's where the passion comes in. So I agree.
A lot of my passion, I would definitely say, came from the gaming, but I would say what really like sparked the passion in me, like it was a lot of different things, but what it was meeting new people. I'm from Chicago, being like my safeguarded of me who I mess with and who my squares, and I try to keep a lot of people out of that.
Yeah,
And so it's like meeting people was a safety net first for me. So you got people who don't like people, they like the game, still like the game.
but they just don't
So
want to be around
I,
people.
they just don't want to be around people. But to immerse yourself more again, like you said, in that nature, in that around those game chats growing up. Oh my God, you had to be toughness. You had to have
You had to be there.
emotions of steel. You know, you
Yeah.
man, you
What
had to
about
be
voice
there.
chat? What about voice
Like
chat?
Oh
oh my
God,
God.
voice chat.
Now voice chat is even crazy, but just to be around that and just to kind of immerse yourself in that gaming, what really stuck out to me was being able to help people, being able to
Mm.
share ideas with other people. Certain games I like, other people like. Well,
Life
I'm on this
experiences
level.
too.
Hey, help me. How did you get there? And just so just because I've always had like a caring spirit, I always like to help other people and do for others, because that's the true. And Nipsey said it right. The You want to inspire somebody. The true is the truest emotion, the truest thing that you can do on while we're on this earth, is to inspire somebody else. So,
Oh,
a lot of the gaming was
shout,
inspiring
R.I.P.
people.
Nipsey. Shout out to him.
Having and giving advice, and just kind of being that big brother for the gaming. And then it grew a love for it. And I just started to like it even more. And sitting on a gaming platform when we went to Vegas to come down that tunnel, and that,
Yeah.
like you said, wanting to be a part
It
of it, but
changes
actually putting
everything.
yourself, it changed
It
just
does change
everything. Like,
everything.
yo, I can really see myself doing this. Like, I
Hmm.
really want to be a part of this. So, yeah, bro, you gotta put yourself around. Warren Buffett said it best. You are the company you keep. If you want
Oh
to be a
yeah.
millionaire, surround yourself with
Surround yourself
millionaires.
with
You
millionaires.
want to be a
Yep.
gamer, surround yourself with gamers. Like, so you are the company you keep. So
That's true.
I like
It
that
is.
notion, and I follow that.
You're a product of your environment at the end.
Yes.
Correct.
Oh yes.
It is what it is, and
Like
it
some
shows
people are lucky enough to
from
get out of it, but it's hard. It's hard once it's like your whole world. Once your whole
Correct.
circle is negative
yeah.
people, yeah, you're gonna be a negative person. It's gonna be real hard to get out of that mindset.
I yeah. I think most crucial part is probably teenage years, because what
Yeah.
happens is that the what happens that is that your parents are not really your environment anymore. Most of the
Correct.
time you're in a school and outside,
Dealing
and
with other
that is
people.
that is a coin flip. There's as much. I have two kids, and a newborn and a 4-year-old, so I have not experienced it yet.
Like once
But
they go out into the
yeah,
world.
I don't know what are the limits of keeping an eye. Obviously you have to make sure that they're friends with decent, people that have morals and etc. But
Yeah.
But honestly, really, is just establishing that in them. Now, that's gonna happen, but I've already noticed. I went through it probably like twice.
Okay.
But the best thing that helped is the more you give them a good spirit, the more you establish them and sharing the morals and the values with what you learned. You gotta trust them at one point to put those values into action,
also,
and sometimes be like, you know what?
good
I don't
advice.
know if my mom or dad will want me to do this, so I'm gonna go home. Like it's sometimes guys put them in that position for them to show
To test
what
them.
they learned to themselves. So I know from experience, you can instill all you want, and me and the mom has done instilling, but at the end of the day, when they get to a certain age, they gotta learn what you've taught them, put it into action, and that's if
And then
they
you just hope for
truly,
the best.
have a good heart. I mean, their heart, honestly, their good heart will outshine anything. They got a good heart and they're pure of heart, and they, like to really help people, nice to people. They're gonna do what's
They'll
best for
do
them
great
and the
things
people around
regardless.
them anyway.
That's
And I
do
got to
that.
see my daughter do it in action. In full action. It's just like, wow, it made me feel good. Like mom and dad raised somebody who has a good heart. So
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, it just gotta happen, like you said.
See, like I commend both of you guys, because yeah, like BK is in the younger years. You're more in like the adolescent. You're still like you've already dealt with the teenage years. You're more in like the kid years right
I've
now.
already dealt.
Like
Yeah, but I was like a restart. When I first got here, they were 5 and 7. Now they're 18 and 20.
yeah, now
And then my
they're
son,
adults.
he's back to 8. He's back to 5 and 7. So we're back to 8. So I got to see 8 to 21. Now we're back starting from baby to 8. Like,
Yeah.
I got the full cycle. I got to be able to experience
Yeah.
the full cycle. So yeah,
Nice.
it definitely helped me plan a little bit better, a little bit more, be a part a little bit more, things I probably had missed. And I was there for all their events as much as I could, but
Yeah.
being more there mentally, physically, emotionally sometimes, that's probably better. sometimes and actually showing up for their game, like
That's
just
the
being there for them
truth.
when they upset, so like you'll learn a lot. It never stops, bro. I know I still got more to learn as they get from 21 to 30, like, so it's a never ending.
Hey, I
We learn
mean,
more
Yeah,
about them, we
yeah.
learn more about ourselves.
Yeah, yeah, it never gets easier, right? They say when they're
Hmm.
1 years old, it gets easier. No, it
no, it
doesn't. It's
doesn't.
No,
different. No,
no,
no, it
no.
does
When
not.
they
It's
start
same
talking,
with
that's when
like
they
you
start
just
talking
said.
back.
Like when they're 21, again, it doesn't get easier because the
Not at
21
all.
till 30 comes with other shit, bro.
It
Yeah, now you
does.
gotta
Uh,
worry about the
I
adult
think
behaviors.
yeah, yeah. I think the one till teenage is probably the easiest way, at
The
least.
safest.
Less. I'm only assuming because I have not experienced it, but I'm assuming
Got
that
you.
is the least stressful uh years of your life with your kids, because when it becomes more stressful when they become older, like you're starting teenage years. I'm assuming
Yeah,
because
like
then
once they start having
Twos
their
and
own
threes.
opinions.
Look, I can tell you, twos and threes are a crazy vibe, and then you get to 11 and 12, and then 16 and 17. Those are your core years
Those, yeah.
because again, through terrible threes, oh man, you probably won't get no sleep. 12 and 13, they're figuring out who they are and figuring out what the things they like and the things they want to be around. 16 and 17, they don't care about nothing you talking about.
Yep.
They want to figure out life and how it rolls. And depending on, like I said again, the heart, if they got a good heart, sometimes that outshine that. They'll still be courteous to the things that you like because you're in them. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
your genes, you your
It is a
your
little. It is a
essence
version of
is
you.
in them. So you see yourself. I swear you see yourself sometimes. So
Hmm.
you'll still see yourself come out of that, and they'll choose still, because they don't want to disappoint mom and dad. At the end of the day, they want to make mom and dad proud. So they may rebel from 16 and 17, but that's just because they want to figure out is what they believe true in life. And then when life hits them, they're like 21, 20. Yeah, dad and mom, you guys were.
You
Nah, I
guys
see
were
what you
right.
go
Yeah,
through
you
now.
guys were right. Actually, I
So
think
it's
everyone
a
had that
never-ending
moment in their
stage.
lives where like, dang, man, they weren't lying.
They weren't lying.
yeah.
Should listen a little bit more, but so and then it holds the accountability, turns it on them a little bit more. Now they're more
Yeah.
responsible about themselves and decisions they make. So it's a never-ending game of life, man. You just got
Hey,
to be there in every aspect.
I can say this to the audience that I have two of some of the greatest fathers out there.
Oh,
You can tell by
appreciate it.
you can tell by how tired the one with the younger ones are versus how happy the one with the older ones are. They're being a
Yeah,
part of the kids' lives. They're pushing it. They're doing the right thing.
and we definitely got to give a big W to moms because without moms,
Of
believe
course,
me,
I mean,
without a good one, without a good
Yeah,
one,
shout out to mom.
shout out to the moms that actually support
oh yeah, no,
the
I mean I
dads
was
that do
raised by
that. So
all women, so
that's the gasoline that keeps us going.
yeah, no, and so there was 2 points I actually wanted to touch about on. The first one, I guess we'll make it a little bit more serious and then take it lighter. Because
Okay.
you're talking about moms and stuff like that. I didn't realize that we had a connection, and that you were also adopted, correct?
Well,
Or you
I
were in
was
the
a
foster
the
system.
foster child. I was awarded a state from 8 till 18. So till I actually got out. Actually, till I was grown. Till I graduated
Dang.
high school, and I moved out here on my own. Yeah, throughout that whole lifespan of my life, 8 through 18, I was figuring things out for myself. I had foster sisters and foster brothers and stuff like that, but it wasn't the same. I still tried to keep in touch with family, but it's
Yeah.
it that's probably what made me value family more is because not having it growing up, not truly having like a place that's mine, that's home, like I wanted to establish that totally
Yeah.
different for my kids. So I would
Mm.
definitely say, and growing up in Chicago dealing with that,
Yeah, Chicago
oh my
can't be an
God,
easy
yeah,
place.
it's rough. You gotta have thick skin,
I was just telling you,
and
BK. I was like, we were just saying like the worst places to like grow up and have like families like Chicago, freaking New York, L.A.
Yeah,
gotta have thick
classic.
skin. But it prepares you for the world, it prepares you for things that you never even thought, like relationships and friendships. Hey, if I know things can go wrong with family relationships, what makes me think you're going to be perfect and our relationship is going to, so it just
True.
makes you value that a little more and watch the people you have around you, watch the energies, watch the people that you know are there for you. Because I got family that's starting to come back around, and it's hard to really peep intentions and things like that. But
Yeah.
from knowing who I was and knowing who I am now, it's still something I try to just take heed and remember. Like, I remember who was there for me when I was going through that. So you can say this to say that, but I don't hold grudges. It's not good to hold grudges. I
Real.
try
I
not to
was
do
gonna say,
that, but
I was like, hopefully you're forgiven, because like, once we get
oh,
older, we
very,
forgive everyone for their
yeah,
upcoming their shortcomings in the beginning.
definitely. That because again, that speaks to your character and who you are, and you never want anyone, even family, to kind of take you out of character because you hinder your blessings because of that. So that's always
Hmm.
what I think. I just believe I may not mess with them. I give them show respect. I show them love, but I don't let our past and the things that happen hinder my future or let you get
Yeah.
anywhere near deflecting me from. So it's always just
Stay
been a
on your true
focus,
path.
even with
Like,
family.
don't let them
Yeah,
divert you.
still, yeah, stay, be real. It's okay to acknowledge your path because that's how you know where you're going.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm a big
I'm a
advocate
forgiver,
of
but I'm
people in
definitely a
foster care
cutoffer.
and adoptions and stuff like that because of going through that. So
I mean,
you,
that's
you
why
got a whole
I
little
mean, that's why I think it's funny, because like, you went and you took this I guess traumatizing time of your life, and your mentality was like, all right, when I get to this age, I'm gonna make sure that everyone that I create, the family I create, is living the better life that I did, which is like
yes
how
indeed.
people should think. But like, so
I
like my
mean,
like, I'm the difference is like, I didn't have a stable family. I never saw the purpose of having a family. That's why I'm, you know, that's why I am where I am now. But also with my adopted family, they showed me so much love that
Right.
I was just like, oh, if I can, that's what the lesson I learned is like, oh, if a stranger can show a random kid love, have him move into his house, like they don't know me from a hole in the wall, like I
Hmm.
can, let me do that to the people of the world. So I consider all my friends, like people in my close circle, that is the family that I created, and those are the people that I look after, and I try
Facts.
to make sure are
Facts.
living their best lives.
yeah, I
And
think it
and
comes
that's
down.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, quickly, it just comes down to personalities. I think it can go both ways. For example, Soul Kid, I'm assuming just because he did not experience what, a regular kid would experience. In this case, he wanted to make sure that he gets to experience it this time with his own family and
Mm.
make sure
Yes,
that they also experience. But then again, then for you, Commando, you might again be looking through a different glass and
A
seeing
different
like,
lens.
hey, if this is what the experience was, you don't wanna go through it potentially again. Not saying that you would do something,
No, no,
you know,
I know, I could
but but
never.
but 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 yeah. So I think it is okay. We're all human beings. We're all
yes.
different. As
True.
long as yeah, as long as the reasons are genuine, and it is fine. At the end of the day, you cannot force yourself to do things um that you don't want to do. Because why
True.
would you want to do something that you don't want to do?
Yeah, I mean,
That's where the regret comes. Sometimes you
yes,
wanna d-
yes.
that's sometimes you wanna do something, right? And you do it, but you don't know the consequence,
Hmm.
right? So it's a slippery slope. It's like it can be high risk, high reward on whatever you do in your life, whether it be business, friends, or relationships. Even making a family. But at the end of the day, I don't think anyone should be doing things that they do not want to do, because I think that's how you go mental. If you like,
Essentially,
if
Right.
you have a yeah, if you have a girlfriend and the girlfriend forces you to make a family,
and
and
you
then
don't
you
want to
didn't
have a
even want to have
family.
a family, but she kind of trapped you into making a family, whatever, right? And she's doing abortion, and now you're stuck with a kid, right? In a sense, like, about talking about the person that didn't want it,
Correct, correct,
and
yeah.
and
Right.
and and and, and then, yeah, now
And now
you're
they're regretting
going through so
things.
much. It's a lot. It's just like you already didn't want to do it, and it happened. So I'm just making sure that people understand that. Just, you know,
Yeah,
Make sure you
Really
take their
fit for your soul.
yeah,
yeah. Think twice. Think twice before you take any action again, whether it comes to business, friends, relationships, whatever, and networking. Think
yeah.
twice. Just
Use it.
just
Yeah, use that
sit down and
accordingly.
think about it.
Cause yeah, my thing
Correct.
is always don't settle. Like, don't settle.
Mm,
I see
It
a lot of people that
yeah.
just settle, and they're like, "Oh well,
yes.
I'm not going anywhere. They want to have a family. Why not?" And then later on, they're like, "Oh shoot, actually, I want to do this, do this, do this." And it's like, well, you settled because you could have just thought about that before you just like gave up on like your dreams.
With said,
So
go
to
ahead.
touch up on that though, because that's a flip of the coin with me. Because I didn't settle, but I did sacrifice. I knew that
Mm.
even before I was met this family, I was doing my gaming stuff. Like I was doing gaming, I was doing music. I even went to school for music production. Like
I was
that
gonna say
was,
that was the next thing I was
but
gonna touch. Yeah.
like so, like that was funny that I decided like what I didn't have a good dad. I didn't have a good family. I know that these kids not only need this, I think it'll be beneficial to their health, to their future, to their mental.
Yeah.
So, let me kind of put my thing not on full blast. I turned it down to like 25. You can still do it a little bit, but put more focus on trying to build a relationship, trying to make sure these kids have a future and stuff like that. And like I say, from that, I think God blessed me with a kid, with a son,
Yes.
because that's all I wanted. I just wanted a baby boy. I didn't really want
Nice.
girls,
You
but
got what you wanted.
God blessed me with something that He's like, you don't know what you want until you get it. And I got it, and I was like, I like being a girl dad. I got girl dad shirts and from cheering. My daughters both did dance, and so it
That's
prepares you
adorable.
for just that. Yeah, like so you never know what you want until you get it, and then when you get it, you kind of start to be like, okay, I still was doing my streaming
I
stuff,
see what you're
but
saying. I see the
being
flip
there
of the
for my
coin.
girls and their dance and all their stuff and making sure we make trips and like all those things like that really played a real vital role in what made me want to be a dad, like and now that they're following their dreams, like why can't I follow mine? My son do the same thing I do. He's a gamer too,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that just let me know it's in me because I made a little gamer, so it's just now.
What's up? What's up?
And so now I gotta furnish it. I gotta really put my heart into it. I gotta really put my soul into it, pour everything, take that risk,
Yeah.
and really put myself out there because I want to flourish doing this to show him that you do anything you put your mind to, just don't quit. Follow your passion. Don't let nobody deter you from it. And
We'll
he's one of
see.
my biggest fans. So
Speaking of passions,
Yeah.
because yeah, we talked in depth about your gaming life, uh, but little known fact about Soul Kid, he's actually a musical artist. Like he went to school for music. Like
yes,
he has some singles, has some a couple hits I've already heard. I was digging it, but then I saw something recently that you're getting back into it. You have like some plans that
hmm
you have for this year. Can you tell us a little bit
hmm
about it?
man. So being a part of the Global Gaming League and putting myself in this aspect last year, I said I was going to really dive into my music, really dive in. Every time I set a goal at the beginning of the year, I actually put forth effort to doing it. And
As you
last
should.
year, I was able to make a song. I wrote it, I produced it, I put it on Spotify just to kind of. It was a fish. I wanted to see what it would do, how it would respond, and it was a learning experience for me too. Well, what do I do when I have songs? What do I go through? What procedure do I take?
Yeah.
How's the best way to protect it? I got to be in my, to make sure that I protect my music too. Like so,
Mhm.
it's steps and steps you learn as you dive more into it, and put myself around people, friends of mine who's been doing it for 10, 15 years. It was just like, okay, now I have a basis of how I want to even maybe go. I
Go
see what
about
he's
it.
doing. He's putting out music
Yeah.
every week, every month, but he's got a whole bunch of stuff, but he'll maybe release something every month or really. But
Yeah.
just yeah, just from immersing myself and really being in a global gaming league, and I seen they had a aspect and an actual section for music.
Yes.
I was like, what's stopping me from jumping into that? My original name was Bam Jilla. Everyone knows me from 2K. I made 2K TV as Bam Jilla and all that.
Ah.
But as I got a little older and a little bit wanted to be a little bit more professional, I realized that Soul Kid was my singing name. That was who I every time I did music, I always went by that because my biggest inspiration was Music Soul Child.
Shout out to
Big
music.
fan of,
Dude's
big
amazing.
fan of music. Oh
Same.
man, he took the name. I'm so salty, but because of him and the things that I was going through while his music was coming out and the way he sounded, it was just like if I make music, that's how I want to sound. That love, that core, that make people cry kind of sound. Like
Yeah, it has feeling to
he
it.
did that a lot for me. It has so much feeling, heart and soul in it. So I try to make music that I feel. I feel like it's related to me. I made a 2K song because I've been playing 2K since I was 9.
I love that song, by the way.
And then I made a motivational song. Thank you, brother. I made a motivational song just because I was going through things and I wanted to motivate other people to don't quit and don't follow your dreams. So I'm still figuring out, how I want to sound and. I got a producer now, so getting
Yeah.
more into supporting what I want to do, having the right team behind me, and just putting myself in the correct positions that I want to be. And that's starting off by the team, the people you have around you. So again, got a producer. I have friends that
I was
do
gonna say if
music,
you're
so I'm
allowed
kind
to,
of
I'm not sure
learning.
if you're allowed to, but if you're allowed to say who it is, you can give him a shout out.
Oh man, we can shout out to my boy Ill Massacre Music. He's also affiliate of the GGL. I'm not sure if anybody, knows that, but he's an affiliate of the GGL. So he's also into music and he's also into gaming and he's also so everything that I'm into, he's into makes it
You
more of a
align.
love for the craft, relationship and
Okay.
growing aspect. He's really talented behind the keys. I've heard some things that he sent me, and it's just blow your mind. So I'm making sure that I do my diligence and keep my word because I'm a big man of my word. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And I told him I'm gonna make some music. We want to do some things, make some creations, make some projects. So we're putting it together. We're gonna make it happen. You're gonna see a lot of us together too.
Nice. That is so
Yeah.
sick.
The emphasis is on team. You can look
Correct.
at
Gotta have a
any example. You start with I don't know. ASAP Rocky released his new album. Is it ASAP Rocky? He was nobody until ASAP Mob was a
Until
thing.
they picked
It
him up.
all
Yeah.
started. Yeah, it's all friends, all team, all doing things together. 3-6 Mafia again
You gotta
together.
find those
And they
the
say,
tribe.
yeah, whatever, yeah, whatever. Even business, like if
Oh
you
yeah.
do business yourself or if you have business with business partners, yeah, it has its pros and cons. But trust me, you doing it solo will be
It's a lot more
not
dangerous.
efficient. Yeah, not comparable to
Yeah, way more
efficiency levels,
riskier.
you
This
know.
the growth from what I've seen. Like even the people that say like, "Oh, I've got it on my own." There's always someone that they've had one or two, like either their best friends or their family members or somebody that's doing something to help them keep going. And so it's never truly by yourself. Like you always need
Correct.
some kind of support system.
It has to be, and yeah, I personally realized it. I think a little bit too late.
Hey, never too late. We
Since
young. We all young in here.
nah, I mean, yeah,
Correct.
but yeah, that is a very important note for you guys. Just remember, if you wanna be more efficient and make something out of your life, the best way to do it, yet again, is find something new, preferably a niche. Be a part of it first, if possible. Be the first one to part of it, and then have a team to be,
Yes.
helping each other to make success out of it. And I think that is the formula to success.
Yep.
I agree.
Yes.
And even if you look at some of your best content creators, your best
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
celebrities,
Celebrities,
they
artists.
they may do a lot of things branding wise on their own, but they don't make a lot of those connections. It's their team that puts things in front of them. It's
Yep.
the team that asks them, "Hey, do you want to do this? Do you like this?" So you could do a lot of things on your own from networking, but the more people you have behind you trying to push you forward, the more people you have
yeah,
behind you trying to create opportunities for you, it's just the more you got people rooting for you, and it's just the more opportunities it's gonna make. So
Yes.
I've already learned it. Yeah, without a team, bro, it's over. It really is just a job. Without a
Yeah,
team,
you're
you're
back
really
to
just
doing a
having your
job.
own job. You're back to doing a job, and you're doing it on your own. You're not even getting paid for it.
I feel
So
that. I feel that.
So
Every job, even if you work corporate job, if you do have that friend probably makes your life a little bit
Even that
oh
much
my
support, your coworker
easier,
support
yeah.
is
man.
huge.
Yeah, so again, it is we again. It's like I'm a fucking alien, bro, talking about human beings, this and that. But yeah, we human
This is
beings
how
are
humans
very
work.
social.
It's true. You
Yeah,
gotta do the work. It's true.
yeah, we're very social beings, right?
Yes.
So that's why
Yeah.
again, the friends and teams and everything, building relationships is just the way we function,
Yes,
and
sir.
yeah, being lonely, doing things solo, dolo, it makes you, potentially depressed and miserable.
Sometimes the
There's
hardship is hard.
exceptions again,
Yes, there
but
is
again,
Yes.
exceptions. Yes,
but
we're
there's
talking
people
about
who've been working.
generalization here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. No
And
exceptions
but hey,
allowed.
that's
So,
that perfectly
yeah,
speaking. Like just to play off of what you just said, BKP. That is essentially what we do here at Long Island Gaming League in the Fireside Gaming Chat. Is like we're here to connect bridges between people that you wouldn't see normally talking in the same chat, and like you realize you have more in common with another person, and you learn something, they learn something from you. That's like that's what this whole thing is connecting people together to grow together, to learn together, to really like fill that social, that society gap that we've been having with everyone just doing their own thing and like trying to stay in their own
yeah.
bubble. Like no, we're breaking boundaries.
In
We're
the box.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Like we're trying to bring the world together with this, you know. So that's perfectly. And
Uh,
if you have anything, you have another thing to say?
No, that would be all on that topic. I just wanted to emphasize on it. It's just at the end of the day, if you do have friends or people that you look up to or respect, you can always come up to them and see if you can do something together.
Yeah.
Going on a lonely road. It might take you 2 times the years.
Two
Instead
time
of 5 years,
wonder.
it might take you 10 years. And again, the efficiency and productivity might not be as good because team of 5 people will make the product most likely more. First of all, it's gonna be bigger quantities and better quality.
Oh yeah,
Five
yeah.
against
Because yeah,
one.
when you spread
Five
around the
brains,
work,
5 hands, 5 computers,
correct.
five. Yeah, it's just
And five
takes a
different
lot.
algorithms that they're
Oh,
catching,
And
yeah,
that
five different
everybody's
reaching.
yeah, five
You
different thought
know,
processes. Yeah, I
it's
agree.
it's
not
true.
number. It's numbers game. It's
Correct.
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah.
No.
Or fortunately for
Or
some.
fortunately for some, yeah. Exactly.
Hey, someone who figured out by themselves, if they're by themselves, they just pay a lot of money for their ads and stuff, but it's still a numbers game.
It's
The more
still yeah.
it's still a way to do it, and imagine again, if you got five versus one, you got five people doing the same thing you're doing. Come
Yeah.
on, so yeah,
But
it's
they're putting
facts.
minds together. It's like amplifying.
Yeah,
It's
Correct.
they're
not only
amplifying
five against one. Yeah, because when you put those minds together, it gets so much amplified. And again, it doesn't have to be regarded social media, doing content.
it. You
Again,
know,
it can
yeah, that can
be with
be anything.
recording music, making business. Again, it just
Correct.
yeah. Again, basic common sense, I guess. But yeah, if you guys never thought about it, please consider thinking about it because that might affect your
That might
future
change
life. You
everything.
might, yeah, you doing it solo, whatever you have going on, idea, again, think twice. You might have maybe someone loyal, trustworthy that might be interested in your idea, and you might want to do it together.
I
Um,
mean, look at us,
yeah.
dude. I still remember. I still remember our first conversation. I was BKB's guest, and we rocked for an hour. We had so much fun that like they're like, yeah, you want to come together and like make this magic? And we're like, hell yeah! And now we've been going strong, dude. and
Yeah.
I like that.
uh
I like that story.
I can make it like a live experience because like I said, I've been in the gaming industry in some shape or form since 2008, and
Okay.
that's a
That's
long time to be and just now for people to know who I am. Decades later, but when I first started,
But
I thought I
everybody
can
has
do
their own
everything.
journey, and I know that.
I thought I could do everything myself. I was like, no, I can do everything. I don't need anyone else. I'm gonna be self-made. And then I didn't get anywhere. Life got hard. And in the last 5 years, I started connecting with people, started growing with other people, and now I'm like, oh, if I would have did this in the start.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Either it's like the overconfidence or ego or being stubborn, but I don't
I don't
think it
know.
takes a smart person to actually sit down again, think twice, and be like, hey, maybe I should not be doing this alone. Maybe I should be part of something and do it together, so I can, advance faster to whatever
To
you're
whatever you want to
advancing
achieve.
for. Again, yeah, so I don't know what it is. The ego takes over,
It could be
the
ego.
motivational videos. Oh, you can be anything, you can do anything in your life. Yeah, you can, but there are formulas, there are
There
ways
are
how to
ways.
do
There
it.
is blueprints already laid out for
Yes,
us.
and you cannot, and yeah, these blueprints, again, unfortunately or fortunately, some people are giving this advice. I was personally not. I found out myself later in my life.
Yeah.
But it is very real because your life takes a different path, And
Hmm.
again, most successful people, you can go ask AI on Google, whatever, Grok, ChatGPT. You can ask most of the successful people were part of something, either a team or a partners or a group
Yeah, but
or
dude, even
whatever.
the
It
community,
is
even
a
just your
fact.
family, your friends, like
Yeah.
some kind of group is the way to go.
Again, everything, Apple, every product I look at,
Yeah,
like
it's always
again,
run by like
Apple's
multiple, at least
friends
a couple
started,
people.
yeah, started with people in the garage, Facebook,
Exactly.
they started in their room, and it wasn't him, Zuckerberg wasn't the only one,
Yes. Which
there was
before I ask this
people,
last question, because I didn't realize we have been hitting the time,
yeah.
but I did want to say is like perfect example is like shout out to the like indie devs. Indie devs, I've learned I never knew what an indie studio was until I went to a convention and realized there was like, hey, it's me, my friend Paul, and Jake, and that's all we're doing. And it's like he does sound, I do the graphics, he does the narration. I'm like, and it's just three of you, and they're like, hey, it was way harder when I tried to do it by myself. And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense.
I have a good example. There's a game called what is it called? Dream Mist. It's a new MMORPG, very old school designs.
Green Mist,
Looks like
okay.
RuneScape or Dream. Yeah, but why I'm mentioning this is because it's an indie game and made by one developer, and basically what happens is that he took like models, it's not really legal. He used
Oh,
some sounds from different games. It's okay, but the game had so much success on the launch. It was crazy for one developer.
yeah.
Nobody, just one developer, and now it's backfiring because there's hundreds of
Uh,
people posting bug issues, these
dang.
issues, this, and I think he has such a great idea, great vision,
He
and
needed somebody
again,
to help him out.
he missed the chance. Yeah, he missed the chance where he said, I'm gonna be the one who does it alone. And yeah,
Yeah,
you did it, but again, no,
Could
you
have been
didn't
better.
it
because
could have been
yeah,
better.
because now it's falling apart. It literally he
That
made
sucks.
something that could have been very 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 you know very successful for long.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's something that is falling apart because just one person can't do it all, and he's competing with other games that have
That they have
hundreds
a
of people
hundred of
behind the
staff.
game. Yeah,
That's
hundreds
what I
of
was
them
gonna say.
editing
He's
and
gonna
updating
be.
videos. Some guy makes a complaint, he will fix it right away.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, yeah. Again, it's just giving
No, you're
prime
right.
examples.
You're definitely right, yo.
You're definitely right.
But yeah,
Definitely a good example.
for the last question, so for the Fireside Gamers chat, we love to pick our guest's mind on what is because like you have your path, you have your different passions, you have your different goals that you want to achieve. What
Mhm.
is one piece of advice, one good piece of advice you would give to someone that is trying to pursue what you are trying to obtain? And it cannot be something basic. It has to be something you think about that you think that might be you never heard before.
I mean, I don't want to sound cliche, so I'm definitely gonna try to
Yeah, go
spice
ahead.
this up a little bit. But honestly, the biggest piece of advice, I think I say this a lot. I don't know if people in people that see this video, people that see this podcast will agree that he always say that the biggest thing that I would advise someone trying to follow in my footsteps, if you want to do gaming or anything, not just gaming, your own passion, music,
Music.
cooking, food, hey, even be a podcast host one day. You'll never, ever, ever get the satisfaction of even trying it until you do it. You just
Mm.
have to start it. You literally have to start it. You'll make mistakes. It's going to happen. You're going to fail. It's going to happen. You're going to succeed. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days, but you won't have none of those days or even be closer to your dream if you don't never start.
Mm.
So I just tell people just put foot to ass, start. If you got a dream, start doing it. You want to be an actor? Well, start putting yourself around actors. Start going to places where you can be noted. Put yourself into plays.
Oh,
Put
yeah, in
yourself into
plays or something like that.
Broadway. Like immerse yourself in the culture of what you want to do of your craft,
I
and
like
that's the
that.
best way to get better at it. That's the best way to get knowledge. You'll meet some people that drop gems for you and give you pieces of, but you'll never start it. You'll never get that far if you don't start.
That was almost like a
No
two
one's
piece.
bringing you. Yeah, that was amazing. No one's gonna bring you a gold plate to you, man.
No.
Unless you're a nepo baby.
Yeah, unless
Unless you're a
unless you
nepo.
got fortunately birthed like that.
But
You know?
that is the best advice you could give, and take it in, because again, if you sit on a couch and you don't take any action, eventually you're just gonna grow old with the gray hairs everywhere, and you will just live in life of regrets, not
Nothing
even
but regrets,
knowing
like
it.
you said.
That
Yeah.
And
regret is
again,
going to eat you up.
yeah, it's gonna eat you alive. And also, what is the problem to actually try something? Because you can always untry it.
Yeah, you can
Tried
always
it,
just
it
stop.
didn't work out. Yeah, exactly. It is the fear of being judged. I think it's
That's
fear
a
of
one for sure.
Failing.
failure,
Failing.
failing,
Hmm.
fear of not being enough. But again, successful
I mean,
businessmen,
everybody's enough. You
successful
just gotta find your
artists,
value.
And I've
they've
seen
done.
somebody say this where they said you are your own worst enemy sometimes.
Oh,
Just
that's
the fear of
facts.
you feel because you said it that if people judging you, but at the end of the day, they feel of the rejection of themselves, beating themselves. Oh, nobody's watching me. Nobody's here. Nobody's seeing what I'm doing. If you have a love for it, you won't
Yeah,
care
you
if they're
won't care.
watching. You'll just do
You'll
it,
just do it,
just to
and then
do it, and
when
then
that
those
time
things will
comes, it
happen.
comes. That's what
So
I'm with you
it's
on that.
definitely that fear.
But I
You have
will
to be
say so.
genuine. You can't.
I love what you said about some immersing yourself in like your culture, in the passion. Like that's actually a big one that I feel like I want to try to advocate all the time of like, finding your circle, finding your tribe. Like if you like writing,
Right.
why are you not going to book clubs? If you love freaking
Oof.
if you love, like you said, if you love acting, why are you not signing up for like community plays? Like
It's fantasy of loving. If it's genuine, you just do it. Unless you have the fear of failure, fear of being judged, or whatever. But if you do really like something, I think most people actually go do it.
yeah.
If the resources, time, and money, and
If it
everything.
allows.
A lot of people, yeah, a lot of people just wake up, work, go home, eat, and rinse and repeat because they are forced to pay the rent and
Yeah.
live check by
Yeah.
check.
Play that game.
If we, brothers, if we had 24 more hours a day and it was 48 instead, I bet a lot of people actually would be doing what they love to do. It's just
Yeah.
unfortunately, the older you grow,
We don't got enough time
the
in a
more you
day.
understand. Yeah, there is none.
And I even it's funny you said it. I had somebody reach out to me recently, brand new fan to. She said I came across you in my For You page. I didn't even know who you was, but what attracted me to me was your energy. And she was like, so I told her, the best thing to do is to start, but you're so young, you could start, fail, and start
And
something
still
else
start
new.
again.
And still start again. So again, and that touches on to what you guys said. So as old as we get, it's never too late to start. You can
Nope.
start and fail again, but the moment you don't even put foot to gas, you'll never go nowhere. So
Bam.
it's
There's a
true.
there's a start to something, and yeah, that was a good one.
That
And
was
there's
good.
a start to something, and there's also an end to everything. And this is the end of the show. But before we do end, I would want you to, Soul Kid, give any shout outs, let us know about your future plans, any work potentially we could see from you, or if you want to, provide again your social media, just
Yeah, this
let
is
us
you
know
to. This
what's
is
up.
your time to
Okay.
advertise your
Your
brand.
stage, your stage.
Well, first and foremost, I do want to give a personal shout out to you, BKB, and you, my boy Commando, for honor, blessing, just for having me.
Thank
So
you.
that's just being a part of it. Uh, honestly, you can follow me everywhere. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG. I'm on TikTok. I'm Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Facebook. I am everywhere. The Soul Kid, the Soul Kid 30. I got a lot of plans this year. Like I said, with music, I hope to be able to put out a couple of songs, maybe even work on an album, an EP, or something
Ooh.
kind of, just so I can set myself in stone. I love music, and I'm welcome me here to the
I
game.
love
I would
that.
love to be a part of just making music and just making people happy. I've also got opportunity to maybe help in my community, impact my community. They have a kitchen that is it's an area that has been down. It's going to bring a lot of good things to the community. It's going to bring a lot of people back to the community, and it's right across the street from a famous park or a famous area. So
Nice.
I'm also maybe a part about helping restoring that place, and I'll be a cook, and it'll be a
Nice.
spot, a brand new kitchen spot, a neighborhood kitchen spot that, like I said, the community kind of wants to see grow. They've been in the paper a couple times
Okay.
about, trying to help the community because it was a failing spot. I guess it's been around for so long in the community they don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So some lady got it. She got a way to be able to turn it into a restaurant,
Nice.
but she needs cooks. So I may be a part of doing some things with that.
That's awesome.
Also taking a journey in putting my gaming first this year. That is my biggest thing that you will see from me. A lot of Global Gaming League things. I'm trying to participate in all the tournaments, any trips that they may have planned and being a part of. You definitely will want to try to see me there. I'm trying to be there and be a part of the people being mingled in that area, in that room.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man, I'm just really, really doing a big thing on supporting a lot of people around me. I got a lot of people that's doing music. They've been unknown too. So the biggest thing that I could do is show some love to them with how I rise. I want people around me to,
Rise as well.
catch the same kind of flow, rise as well. So that is some of the things you'll definitely see a lot on my page. I share a lot
Okay.
of people's music. I share a lot of people's artwork, a lot of things that interest me. So IG and TikTok is one of the biggest things. I'm always streaming on Twitch every day. So it's no reason that no one shouldn't be able to see
You can see it. You
those
can find
streams
him
going.
somewhere.
You could see me. You can find me somewhere.
This man's
You're gonna
face is
see,
plastered all over the city.
I'm just doing more and more better about turning this into a business. This is something I would love to do for the rest of my life. Not only do it for the rest of my life, do it day to day, and actually have it take care of my family, take care of my future, and then just enjoying the ride. And I think a lot of people forget when you go through this journey, even though you're going through it, you get to where you want to be. If you never enjoyed the ride to getting there, the whole journey was purposeless. So
Yeah.
I love
Gotta enjoy the
gaming.
ride.
I love I love what I'm learning. I love the people I'm meeting, and whether the fame comes or not, it's not something I'm really participating in. I'm really just into showing other people they can do it.
Yeah.
Being just a great soul. It's in my hand. Just being nice to others and showing up for the way I'm never been a gatekeeper. It's always things that I want to teach and I want to learn.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing this year is learning and teaching, and putting myself out there more. So it's definitely done a lot.
Hey, so kid, I mean, you got positivity. That's right. Also, shout out to his town. Shout out to his shout out to the city.
I got one jersey big Chicago. So
I love that.
he does something, they make noise this year. That's also a sign to me that I'm from here. I'm making noise here too. So
I love it. I
definitely.
love it.
Shout out to Zinni, man, for making it for a partner. That's one of the biggest endorsements I love. I'm a part of. Everybody,
We love the Zenny team out here.
So do that really? Oh man, I tell you, you got class. You heard it, Zinni? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I got my whole family got a pair now. I was like, we all rock Zennies now. We got Zenny family out here.
You know, and you don't even gotta have a prescription. I'm a gamer. They have my glasses. Just with my light.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's one of the best things that I've ever learned, and I would never learn it if I wouldn't even put myself in this culture, in this environment. So,
You're right.
next time, man, for that, man. Love.
Hey, no, I appreciate you so much. Yo, you've been a great guest, and honestly, it's been a pleasure meeting you and getting to see your journey. It seems like you're in the cusp of the beginning of a great thing, a great brand coming through. So I'm really honored that you came on and chatted with us, yo. Like, it means the world to us.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure anytime and every time.
Of course. But all right, with that, guys, we're going to end the Fireside Gamers chat. I'm your host, Commando, BKB, our special guest, the Soul Kid. We will catch you guys on the next one. Be safe, love one another.